All right there, welcome one and all to the Love Them Knives channel. Hogue X5, done it before, probably several times. They keep making different iterations. So if they're going to keep making some new ones, I'm going to keep loving them because they are. This one is, I had to get the 4-inch blade, right? But the guess. And what I like about this and why I'm doing this video is just kind of more or less an update. An update of love. I really like these. You know, I've talked to a couple of viewers that have them and they just love their Hogue X5 knives too. They're an interesting knife, and I'm going to give you a little bit of information on the Hogue X5 that maybe you can put in your reference library if you ever get around to buying one, or if you already own one and were curious. So this is, like I said, the Hogue X5. This is the 4-inch long model. It's big. It's a big knife, okay? 9¼ inches long, 4-inch blade, 100 millimeter, and over 23, almost 23.5 centimeters long. It's a big knife. Big knife. It's a button lock knife. It's an Allen Elishewitz design. It has a stonewash blade of CPM 154 steel. Now, what I like about this new one that I got is that it comes in this OD green, or you can get it in kind of a tan model, but there's no Damascus inserts. So it's very plain, but it's nice the way it is. See the back spacer? It just kind of fits together here. So it kind of looks a little bit like an integral. And you got a deep carry pocket clip. And of course, it's right hand, but you can go left hand with it, and they give you a separate pocket clip. Like, yay. Now, this is a black one because it goes with this knife. So, and this is a 4-inch model too. And this is got some lube on it that's coming out. But in any case, it's a Cerakote blade. And so, you know, they've made them with Cerakoted blades, black with black, this with black. Then they had a black and tan. I think it was black here and then tan insert. And it was like a desert sand colored Cerakote blade. But there were only a few models that were being made with just a regular stonewash blade. And that's what I was looking for, because the Cerakote, you know, at some point in time, if you come in contact with metal somehow, if you're on a cutting task, that you could scratch through that. Where these, yeah, I mean, any blade will scratch, but, you know, it's a lot more noticeable when you got a black blade, when you got a scratch on a black blade. So I was very, very careful to not use them. And it's like, well, but I want one I can carry. Now, yes, they made these with a black handle and this stonewash blade in both a 4-inch blade and a 3.5-inch blade. Also with a 4-inch and 3.5-inch Wharncliffe blade. And so let me pull my stackorama. See? So there's what the black one looked like. And I don't know if that's a 3.5 or a 4. See what I'm saying? So they've had a lot of these different iterations. Oh, this is tearing it apart. We'll get to that one in a little bit. See, there's the Wharncliffe. And this is a different look here. Sig Sauer. I'll have to look that one up. I don't know anything about this one. But see, what I'm saying is they're making them in a lot of different iterations that you might like. And there's that kind of tan one. So instead of the green, you can kind of get the tan. And that's an interesting color. I prefer the green, so that's what I got. And then there's the black on black, with the G-Mascus insert. And you can get those 3.5 or 4-inch. And really, that 4-inch black on black with the black G-Mascus is really cool. It's a thinker for me as well. Yeah, I know. And then there's the G-Mascus insert with the Wharncliffe. See? But they had these in regular stonewash, but it was that black with no G-Mascus insert, like the first picture I showed you way back here in the, yeah, like that. And it was like that, only it was Wharncliffe. So 3.5 to 4. And see, this is that flat dark earth, and this is a G-Mascus. I had one of these for a while, but there's this black Cerakote again, you know, and these were limited run knives. Oh, that's the one with the sand Cerakote. See that? Okay, so interesting. I like them. They're a very different knife as a flipper. It's a different mechanism here that you're dealing with. One person was saying it's assisted opening. No, it's not. There's no spring or anything in there. The detent ball is on the inside, and it runs in a track around here, and I'll show you in a little bit. And there's the button stays in. This thing, when it's out, then it's out here. See how this pops apart when you push the button? This little collar comes out here and interferes with the blade, so the blade can't close. Now you can kick this little mechanism forward, and that goes around the collar, the inside collar of this button. So this is a little thing that just slides to keep you from pushing the button closed, okay? It slides across on the inside, keeping you from pushing this in. So you can push it a little bit, see? But no, you can't push it far enough to disengage this blade so it stays locked. So you pull this one back, and you're pulling this mechanism back. See? Now you can push this all the way in, and the blade will fall free. Now, when it gets back into this detent track, it doesn't fall, okay? It's kind of like pushing closed an assisted opening knife. It's strange, but it's not the exact same, but it's kind of like that. So when you flip it open, now, if you want, when you can kick it all the way closed, but it won't drop like that. See? It won't. You got to get it into that detent hole. Now, this is where the pictures come in handy. So you pull the knife apart, and these are not washers. This is just the blade, okay? So they don't have washers in there, okay? So here's nothing yet. Okay. On the back side of this blade, it's like this. And you have this track for the detent ball to run. Okay? And there's the ball right there. See how this is kind of like a liner lock or something like that. This is not a washer. This is just part of this aluminum scale here. So it's unique. It's always interesting. This is, of course, where the button lock goes out. And this is the little mechanism that pushes over, interferes with this collar, so you can't push the button in. But this is where your detent ball is. Interesting. And it runs this track until it kicks into this hole. And then to try and kick it out of there is where the flipper tab gives you pressure to do that. And I don't know what else they've put in here. In any case. So it's a kind of an internal lock bar mechanism. I just thought, you know, I don't know. I almost felt like just leaving this one pulled apart. Oh, but I didn't, and put it back together. In any case, so, okay, so, what was I showing you? Okay, so on the other side where this is, and this looks funny, it's just the angle this picture's taken at. This is black actually in here. It just, the reflection of the light's there. In any case, so there's your button for your button lock. Okay, there's the button, but it's this, got a stem connecting both sides, and inside this area right there, where it widens out and it interferes with the blade, and probably easier to see on this one. See where it widens out again, is inside of that, there is the spring that nests up against the inside of that. So you can see this goes over that. And then you have to make sure that you turn the blade to where this sticks through to the other scale. When you install the other scale on top of it, it comes through here. There you go. And it's all a matter of the function of the spring-loaded button. And I'm sure these things get smoother. I really haven't done much with this. And I hear that they get a lot smoother with time because they aren't on washers. See? I mean, after a while, this will probably just fly closed. Like that. Interesting. I mean, it's just a strange mechanism, and I'm not probably doing a very good job of explaining it, but I just think it's fascinating how they did that. And I saw a video that had to do with that, and now I can't remember. See this one? I've had this one for a while. Look at that. See, that almost shuts, but not quite. I like that. I like the look of that. Different kind of green, very like olive drab. And the G-Mascus insert with the Cerakote. Of course, you could swap these blades if you wanted to, but really with the black blade, that looks so cool. And they come in the box, obviously with a pouch. And this box, they have a sticker in there. So you can stick it somewhere. Stick it! And then they got paperwork. Can't get the commercial out of my mind. And the pocket clip for the left-handed option, like on this one, would be here. Because, you know, the way this handle is curved, they have to make a separate pocket clip. So that's really cool. Like that. Cool looking knives. And, of course, you can't leave the blue one out. But they only made this in a 3.5. Why they didn't make this in a 4? I'll be really, I don't know, but I was kind of pissed about that because I was trying to figure out ways, how can I just get one and basically wash the handle out and re-anno it, you know, get a 4-inch black one. Now you can get a 4-inch like this, but the anodization on these is a different kind of cat. It's not just an electrical anno thing. So, yeah, that's a more involved process. Can it be done? I'm sure it can be. For the right amount of money. For the right amount of money. Now, this is a 3.5-inch blade. So, overall, about the same as the PM2. Paramilitary 2. So, let's do a real quickie on here. I'm just dragging your ass all over here today, aren't I? 14 minutes in, just starting to... 3.5. Overall, 8 1/8. I mean, this is just a hair's breadth shy of the PM2. Just a hair's breadth shy. So, as far as blade stock, almost 4mm. Wow, that's impressive. Let's see if I can get that. I can't get this one on there. Get the caliper over here. 13.3, 13.4. Do we have another bid? 13.5. Let's go big. Go home. 0.53. 0.54. I mean, they're right in there, about the same. And what are we? 0.14. Yeah, 3.7. Yeah, not quite 4. Millimeter blade stock. So the blade stock's the same. CPM 154. Different sizes. Let me do a weight check for you. And then I'll try and not keep you after school. I know you guys got better things to do. Turn it on. I know I'm getting a little thirsty. What time is it in the afternoon anyhow? Yeah. The one with the G Mascus is 5.6 ounces. I just dig these because I don't necessarily need the G Mascus, and I like the fact that you got just a regular stonewash blade. It's a clean look, isn't it? It's a good looking design. Damn. Alishewitz really did a great job. 5.87. Okay. It's actually a little heavier. Well, okay, yeah. The G Mascus probably weighs a little bit less as a substitute in there. And 4.78. So, 135 grams on the little 3.5. And 166 on this. Not bad. Not bad, what I'd expect, but that 23 centimeters, that's right over, a little over 9 inches long. That's a big knife. That's a big knife. Big knife, come here, over here. Now, I mean, I've been doing a lot of loving on the X5 stuff. I did the X1, the micro flip, the little one, and I've talked about the EX01, I believe, which I think is the 4-inch. And there you got the EX01, the EX02, and those are the 3.5 and 4-inch regular G10 handled Hogues. And they're nice, and then they make them in aluminum as well. So you can get a 3.5-inch blade, you can get a 4-inch blade, a different blade shape. You can have either, the synthetic or the aluminum, however you want to go with that too. And I should have printed a picture out. But, check out the Hogue line. They're cool knives. I like the ergos on this. I mean, the guys I've talked to, they really like their X5s. And, I don't carry mine. I don't. And you know what? They are just a badass, futuristic looking, cool design. I don't know why I don't, tell you the truth. Then I'm sitting here looking at it. Centered right up. Come apart, go back together. Really good. Kick. Right there. And, yeah, swing it hard enough. She'll fly home. Just like that. Or just drop it. However you want to do that. Some good looking knives, huh? I like these Hogue. And if they come out with a different color, I'll do another video just to completely piss you off. It's like, dude, how about the EX02? How about their fixed blades? Okay, I'll think about it. If the micro flip comes out with another color, I will too. That aqua, I'm not cool with that. But the distributor that has the... because they do that, they do different, iterations for different distributors so they can have like an exclusive. And so the one that did this also has the micro flip in a blue, just the same color blue as this, which is good. I like that. I like that. So, and the micro flip is really a good option as a light carry knife. I'll put the link to my other Hogue reviews down in the description section. So if you want to just like binge watch LTK Hogue reviews, which is probably not likely, is it? No, probably not. Don't laugh at me, Flanagan. Really? I'm dying out here, dude. And you're reading the paper. What was I thinking about now? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, but I'll put the links down anyhow just for your information. any case, yeah, they're cool. Big old lanyard holes on them. So maybe a lanyard would be nice looking on these as well. You could really, dress it up a lot with that too. I like them. They come in the pouch. They're made in the United States. And, hey, you can't fault them. They run anywhere from like 150, 60 on up to about 220, depending on the 3.5 or the 4, the G-Mascus or the knot or whatever. So check them out. Thank you so much for watching my channel today and joining me and Mr. Flanagan for our exploration on the Hogue X5. Because you know what we do around here. We love them knives, so stay sharp.